Hello guys, welcome back to this Golang course. This is Abdu here again. Alright, so today we're going to use this lesson to get an idea of how to create APIs with Go using GORM and the SQLite tree. Okay, GORM helps Go with ORM transactions. Okay, ORM works with database like has one, has many, belongs to many, etc. Okay, in general, it works with the database to do basically everything we need, like insert, update, delete, and things like that. All right, so just so you can take an idea of Go, and you can of course apply the same method. Okay, all right, so like we said in the previous lessons, the first thing we need is the package, obviously. Okay, so we're gonna say package, and we're gonna use main, and then we need to import libraries we need to work. Okay, import, and then we're gonna use like shorthand. Hold on a second. And first we need ifmt, like to print. Remember we talked about this before. And then we're gonna need a library, so the information like we will take from the database, like it will convert into JSON format, and you will say encoding slash JSON. And next one, next one we need Gorilla Mux. Mux is gonna help us, it's very important, okay, to create routing, okay, and links, for or of our API. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, let's use Firefox, and then just hold on, I actually turned off like correcting. So Gorilla Mux, and then we're gonna use like GitHub like this, and then we're just gonna copy like the link, okay, like this. Hold on. Okay, and then for example we can put like something here so it will not go again. And then we need also a library of GORM. Hold on, I'm not sure it's gonna, hold on, yeah, it's not gonna give me like because I turned off like suggestions. Okay, right now we need GORM. Okay, GitHub, and we need it from a developer called, hold on, it's this one, that's, yeah, this guy. Okay, like this. Let's just copy the link. Nope. Okay, hold on a second. We're just gonna copy here, and then we're gonna go like this, and then slash GORM. And next we need a library of SQLite tree, like as our database server. See, they changed like GORM like to Go GORM, but this is one like how we're gonna work. It might give you like some errors. Okay, let's go ahead and okay, SQLite. Actually, you can also use hold on, let's go here, and we can go like packages. Okay, and here we can use SQL, I mean we can search for the packages we need, and you can see here, and see, you can just copy it like this, or installation, and it's also here. Okay, and you can also use this like here to install it like straight like from the command line, but we can just go here, and then hold on, we need another one. We need log to log our errors, and then need /http to run our API or our server. Okay, right now we're gonna just here and then sync. Okay, and then it's gonna, hold on, download or all these libraries for us. See, everything is downloaded, is still downloading, actually downloaded successfully. Okay, For the SQLite tree, we can do it like this way, okay? Or we can do it this way, like this, and then import for side effects, okay? And the underscore just means, that it's not necessary to use all the functions inside this library, okay? Like it's okay to use one or two, if you don't use the underscore, then when you call a function inside this library, it will give you an error saying that you didn't use the rest of the functions, okay? So right now we're saying, it's fine if we use one or two, or, like that. Okay, right now we will create, or we need to create the module. We're just gonna say type and then user, and then struct, okay, and always and we always need to use like an object. Hold on, here it's a small s, okay. And right now we created like the module just to indicate the information we're gonna take and store on the database has a template, okay. And inside our module, okay, or template, we're gonna use gorm, okay, gorm.module, okay. And right now we used gorm.module. This is just so the user will work with the database module, okay, gorm, so it will save the information into our SQLite tree database. Right now we're gonna indicate which information we want to collect. Let's say name, and we want it to be a string, okay. Email, also a string, okay, that's it. Okay, yeah, let's collect just that, okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and create another function, okay. Okay, so as you can see here, we created, okay, the module, and it includes the information we're gonna collect from the user, okay. Now let's link it to the database. So let's create a function func, and then call it no, let's just say db connect. No, connect, okay, just like this, okay. Db connect, and then parentheses, leave them empty again. And right now we're gonna say db, okay, or error, like for example initiate the connection, the request, or return error, because if the request didn't go through, it means there is some error, so we want to make sure that we caught it, okay. And right now we're gonna use gorm that open, like to open the connection, okay, to the database, and then we're gonna indicate first like the database, like our server that we're gonna be using. So today we're gonna be using SQLite tree, okay. And then we're gonna indicate like the name of our database is gonna be, let's just say go test.db, okay. And right now, because we indicated like on the top here that if let's say if like the request didn't go through, then it means there is an error. So here we're gonna say if the error, okay, doesn't equal nil, okay. Nil, it means like false, okay, because if there is an error, it's not gonna return false, it should return true, okay. So, and then we're gonna use if empty, and then print. I'm gonna use line, and we're gonna say what we want to print error, okay. So we're just gonna use like a generic error. And to do that, we're gonna use the function panic, okay. We're gonna get to that later, of course, on the next lessons. Okay, panic, and right now I want just to print a generic error. Let's say couldn't connect to DB, okay. And then hold on, then let's close our database, okay, close. we need to close our database. Okay, so to make sure that you know, for example, later on if you want to connect or want to do something like that, you know, it's not going to say that the port is busy or the port is still open. Okay, so we need to make sure that we use we close the database. Okay, let's use also differ, okay, to make sure that it's closed the database after the request here is already complete. Okay, so it's not going to close it like a little earlier or something. So we're using differ to make sure that we close it a little late. Okay, right now we need to auto migrate. Hold on, auto yeah, db, and then auto migrate. And right now when I migrate, like, you know, for my user, you know, so that it will link itself, you know, we wanna auto migrate, you know, for my user. Okay, so auto migrate, you know, or database will link itself with the user. Okay, and each module, of course, let's say like this. Hold on, and then we're gonna do like this, because each like module has to be used like with its address, and for that we're gonna use and then user. Okay, and for the user we're gonna use an object, because it's possible, you know, it might be like it might get all the information, okay, from the user, so it needs to be inside an object. Okay, so it's not gonna give us any errors like later. Okay, that's it for this one. Let's create another function and call it what? Let's say, we'll just say API requests, okay? Or just request, okay? Just so, okay, API request, and then an object again. And right now we're gonna use mocks, okay? Let's say, let's give it a name, okay? Let's say my router. Then we're gonna use again shorthand, remember, and then we're gonna use mocks to create a new router. Okay, and then we're gonna use dot and then slash. No, we're gonna use strict slash. Okay. Strict slash, you know, just so for example, let's say in case you typed in a wrong link, it will return you, you know, like to the home page, okay, like to 404. Okay, in strict slash we're just gonna leave it like empty. No, hold on, strict slash needs to be true to make sure that it does. If you leave it empty, it's gonna return like otherwise, like, you know, like it's false, so it's gonna do nothing basically, so it's just like useless. Then again, my router, hold on, my router, and then I'm gonna say handle, okay, function. Okay, handle function, and right now we're gonna start like creating our links. Okay, let's say the first one, let's say slash users, okay, and then here let's say we want it to show like all the users on our database, okay, and then we're gonna use the method we want it like in order like for example when you wanna which method, you know, you're gonna use to get those informations, and that we're gonna use get. Okay, get, because we're not gonna update any information or anything, so we're just gonna use get. Let's copy the same, like, you know, the same thing, and let's create another one like this, and let's change this one, and let's say slash user, okay, and slash, and then we're gonna use ID. Okay, here let's say show users, okay, and we want to show users by ID. It's like it's always better, you know, to use by ID, because for example by name or by email, you know, those things can, you know, always change, but the ID doesn't change. So we're gonna use ID, and then here we're gonna say show users, okay, and the method also is get. Okay, for the next one, let's use delete, okay, and also user slash id, okay, and here delete users, and here get, or instead we're gonna use delete, okay. For the next one, let's see, let's create update. Let's create updates, okay, also with the id, and here we're gonna use, you can see them that they are red because these we're gonna need to like make them as functions later. Yes, okay, update users, and update users we need to use put like this or post. Okay, let's use post. Okay, we need another one. Post, is a method, for example, you can use post if you want to update or create, for example, or add, for example, like insert or update, we can use get. But here, like, just like to show informations, display information, we can just use, like get, like for example, for show like the users, and here, okay, let's put like slash user, okay, and here we're gonna use instead of new users, just new user, okay, and post, okay. Great. Right now we're gonna need to use log, okay, to make sure that we log our errors if we have any, okay, and then HTTP, okay, and then listen and serve, okay. Okay, listen and serve, and then we need to indicate like which port that we're gonna use, okay. You can use, for example, like in localhost, for example, if you're not running like any other apps, okay, you can like if you're not running any other like web apps, okay, on your localhost, you can just use like 8080, okay, but let's use 8081 because probably my 8080 is busy. Okay, and then we're gonna say my router, okay, hold on. Okay, my router, which is here, okay, because the name of my router is my router, okay. Right now let's remove this space. Okay, great. Right now let's create a function, okay, the main function. This is very important, okay. And we need to let's say first thing, when the app like starts running, what you want it like to print. If you don't want it to print anything, you don't have to use this, okay. Let's say we are ready to go, okay, and then we need to call these functions inside, okay. The first one is like to initiate like database, like to open our database, okay, like to initiate a connection with our database, and the second is like to handle API requests. Okay, great. That's it. And then we need to create like functions for these, like all users, show users, and stuff. Okay. Right now, let's copy. Hold on. Okay, let's copy this one from here. Okay, let's copy from here. Okay, like this. And then I'm gonna create a function. We're gonna call it. Let's start with all users. Okay, all users, and then here I need to make sure that we use W. Okay. HTTP, okay, we need like a response writer, okay, to get like a response back. Response writer, and then our, okay, and also like to initiate like HTTP requests. and here again a pointer, and then http dot request. Okay, and here again. Okay, right now let's use no, let's just post, paste what we copied, and then let's see, we're gonna create a variable, and we're gonna put like users, and then we want it to refer to the users, to the user module we created like on the top, and then db. Okay, we wanted to search like inside our database to find the users and display them. And then db find what we wanted to find. We're gonna use again is like the address first, and then users. Okay, and right now we're gonna need like the information like we're gonna take, want it like to make sure that it's formatted, okay, and displayed like in JSON format. Okay, so we're gonna say JSON, and then new encoder, and then W. Hold on a second. Yeah, and then that we wanted to encode the users like information. Okay, great. Right now let's do the same again. Okay, another function, and we're gonna call this time what? Let's see, let's call it show users. Okay, show users. Okay, let's hold on a second. So open an object, and then like this, and then we're gonna copy this one here, and then we're gonna put it inside. Okay. Okay, great. All right. So right now we're gonna again need to create vars. Okay, it's like we're gonna again use shorthand to define what vars is, and then we're gonna call mocks again, library. Okay, and then r. Okay, great. And then we're gonna go ahead and ID, and then what is the ID? It's vars, then ID. Okay, very simple. And then var, and then user is user. Okay, let's create this user like so, will not be confused. Okay, right now we need again to search inside the database. Okay, I'm gonna say db, and this time we're gonna use where. Okay, where, because here remember we don't want it like to be like all users. Okay, you want to use like an ID, okay, to display the information we want it to display. Okay, like display just a specific user, not all the users inside our database. Okay, like not to expose all the users inside the database in this information. Okay, and then ID. Okay, and then we're gonna use find, and then again address, and then user. Okay, and then again with JSON format, let's just copy it here and put it here, and here instead of users, just user. All right, so let's copy this again. Okay, and right now let's create let's see, function and say new user. Okay, and for new user we're gonna need like an input. So we're gonna say var, and we need input. Okay, input is like where the information, for example, let's say when you go to a website, and then you want to sign up, and then they say input the email and let's say the password, and stuff like that. So that's what we want to do here. Okay, and then we're gonna say user, and then, like, in case, for example, there is errors, okay, we're gonna use errors again, shorthand equal, want it to be like in JSON format also. Like, if there's like errors like in the format, like of how the user information like are sent, okay, to the database. Okay, JSON, and then we're gonna use like new decoder instead of encoder, okay, and then we're gonna use our body. Okay, the body, okay, let me show you. For example, here, let's another one. You see, you can use Postman like this too. Let's say HTTP localhost, and then 8081, okay, slash, let's say user, okay, like this. And we go here to the body, okay, and hold on, because we didn't initiate a request yet, we cannot like yet do what we're going to do here. Hold on, because if you send the request right now, it's going to say that there is an error. So okay, let me show you, like, because what the information we're going to send, like here, you see there's going to be inside the body, okay, when they are sent to our database, okay, when you, for example, click, let's say, on submit, and they are going to be in JSON format, okay, like this, for example, let's say like this, and then we're going to say hold on, like this, like name, what else, name equals blah blah blah, and and stuff like that. Okay, I will show you later when we're gonna go and when we run our app, okay. All right, okay. Okay, right now we're gonna go ahead and okay, let's complete. Okay, so like I said, this is gonna be the body. Okay, we wanted to decode like the body, okay, and then we're gonna say dot decode. Okay, when we want it to decode the input, and don't forget to use again the address first. Okay, and then if errors again doesn't equal nil, what we wanted to do, hold on, if errors doesn't equal nil, let's say first write a header, okay, let's say W, and then write okay, write a header status, okay, and the status wanted to be 400. All right, let's see, hold on here, it's right, not white. All right, so next what we wanted to do is we wanted to organize if empty dot if print, okay, if print, like, and format it also, and then we're gonna say W, and then let's say just please, okay, check your JSON format, okay, and like this, and then we're gonna say return, okay. Okay, that's it. Okay, great. Yeah, let's remove this one here. Okay, and right now we're gonna go ahead and create db create, okay, to make sure it inserts the information we send, okay, and then again the address, and then user, and here we're gonna indicate what it's gonna like input. So we're gonna say name. Okay, we're gonna say name, and then we're gonna say input dot name. That name is like what we already indicated like on our module template, remember? And then email, yeah, email, it should be input dot email. Okay, yeah, that sounds right. Right now we're gonna go ahead and what we wanted to print, like you don't have to do this actually, but you know, let's say, you know, just to inform you that the information, you know, was added successfully, you know, and like there is no errors. Let's say user has been added. Okay, see, just like this. Okay, right now let's create another function and let's call it let's see, okay, let's call it delete users. Okay, delete users, and the same thing here. Okay, and then let's copy this one here. Hold on, let's copy this one. Okay, like right here, and then we're gonna put it here. Okay, and then we're gonna say db delete. We wanted to delete the user. Okay, okay, great. And then we're gonna print again, you know, just you don't have to do this again, okay, but you know, it's okay. If empty, let's say if print with the format, and then user was deleted. This is really useful, you know, just to make sure, you know, that it tells you, you know, that the user was deleted. Okay, and like for example, there is no errors, you know, it says okay, if the request was, you know, completed successfully, it says, you know, the user was deleted. Okay, just to inform you that there were no errors. Okay, wait a second, let's make sure we closed our tab here. No, hold on. Yeah, okay, it's closed. Yeah, okay, it's also closed. Okay, good. And you see here we put the ID because we want it like to find the user by its ID. Hold on here, this is not how this should be. Yeah, it should be like this. Hold on, I think yeah, I put one. This is my bad. Okay, here. Okay, great. Let's right now we need to put another function of update users. Okay, let's go right here and copy it again, and then function, let's see, update. Okay, and then we're gonna say users. I think we put like update users. Let me check. Yeah, update users. Okay, update users. Okay, great. Let's see, right now for the update users we're also gonna need to copy, hold on, this one till like vars, and then we're gonna put it here. Okay, and then we're gonna also need input. Okay, let's just write it ourselves. Okay, and we're gonna say var and then input and user. Okay, let's see, we already defined the user here. Okay, and then again we're gonna say, okay, you know what, let's just copy it from there. Yeah, let's just copy it from here. let's copy this whole one. Okay. All right. Right now we're gonna say user dot name. Name, and then want it to equal input dot name, and we want user dot email to equal input dot email. Okay, and then we're gonna say db save, okay, to make sure that we save the information, and then user, and we're gonna also again like use fmt hold on. Okay, fmt again print, and let's say print, hold on, and then we're gonna say what user was updated. See, it's very simple. Okay, and then I'm gonna close our app. Okay. All right, let's change this one because they are like identical, so let's put like lowercase a, and here user, here also user, and here user, and here user. All right, let's see, let's check if we have like any errors before we run it. Seems like there's nothing. Okay, let's see. Let's run our app. You see right now it's doing it's compiling our app. Let's wait just a second. Okay, see, it says we are ready to go. Okay, right now when we go back here, let's open another one. Let's copy this one here. Okay, and we're gonna do like this and say users. Okay, see, it's gonna show it like empty because there is nothing inside. Okay, so let's go back, hold on, to post, and then to the body. Okay, yeah, let's just use raw, and then we're gonna go here. You can see here, you see you can choose like JSON format. Okay, okay, we're gonna do like this. We're gonna say the first one, I need to be name. Okay, then let's say okay, just say okay, someone, or let's say someone, and then let's say email what some@one.com. Okay, like this, and then we're gonna go ahead and send. Okay, let's make this like a little small so we can see our like here. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and click on send. Okay, see here it says user has been added. Okay, when we're gonna go here and we're gonna say get, you see it shows us the user and when it was added. Okay, right now let's copy this one again. Okay, or let's just say the same one, then /1, and then delete. Okay, user was deleted. Okay, right now let's go ahead here again, users. Okay, and you see there is nothing because the user was deleted. Okay, so and you can do the same with the update and with show, with show user. Okay, hold on, let's go ahead here again, post, the user was added. Let's go ahead here again, check. Okay, it's been added. We can user /1. Okay, get. See, it shows me the exact user. Okay, hold on, we sent here like empty data. Yeah, okay, like this. Okay, user was added. Okay, let's go here again and say users, and you can see here shows, okay, the user and then 2. Okay, see user, and you know, you can do the same with the update and everything. You see, it's very simple. All right, let's go ahead again, do another delete, and okay, user was deleted. Okay, right now when we're gonna go ahead and say users, you see it deleted the users because we only had one user in there. All right, guys. Okay, so that's it for today. If you have any questions, again, obviously, please leave a comment like down below, or leave your question in the Q&A, and I'll make sure to answer, you know, when I can. And if anything, you know, is not clear, just let me know, and I'll make sure to explain on the next lesson. All right, guys, that's it for today. Have a great day, and see you in the next lesson.